Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Tom Ford. I have so many pieces of Tom Ford beauty that exist in my collection that I'm going to be putting on my face today and talking you through. I also have some new items that are new to me. Thank you so much, Tom Ford, for sending those over because these are expensive. Like many other kind of fashion house, very luxe beauty brands, the products are incredibly expensive, but they aren't products that don't already exist for a more affordable option. If you're purchasing a Tom Ford product, you're definitely purchasing the brand and the fashion house that it comes from. You're purchasing the beautiful, beautiful packaging, the very luxe packaging that the products come in. But what I do appreciate about Tom Ford beauty in comparison to its kind of other brand equals in terms of price point is it's not just beautiful packaging, you're also getting a beautiful product within it. There are no products really that I've tried that I dislike from Tom Ford, but it's definitely just a decision for you to make for yourself. Hopefully by me doing this video and talking you through a few of my personal favorites, that might make your shopping choice easier if you are looking to do that. And if you just wanted to play, then that's what we're doing today. So my friends, let us take this zitty face and Tom Fordify it. So they recently launched a new primer and foundation, and I've actually been testing it out over the last few days. I've been using it with the brush that kind of came out with this collection as well. It is the Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. The packaging on this thing is redonkulous. It's the most luxurious, very heavy glass bottled foundation I've ever tried. It absolutely reminds me of the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation with a little bit more coverage. That's the feeling I got when I tried this out. And the illuminating primer, also beautiful. To me, the smell, the feel, and the texture of it, it feels like Weleda and the Bobbi Brown face base had a baby. That is this product here with a little bit of shimmer mixed in. So it's a beautiful primer and it feels very lovely on the skin. I have very, very dry, sensitive skin, and it really just does plump it up. It's very thick and creamy and divine feeling, and I just rubbed 2 pumps on and put it on my face, and it just juices it up. You get an instant juice feeling. It is lovely. Let's pop on the Shade and Illuminate foundation. I'm taking 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna take the foundation brush and just blend that into my skin. I also tried applying this with my hands, and it was lovely. And if you wanted an even lighter coverage, you could definitely use a beauty sponge with it as well. But it's just like, you put it on and it just looks like skin. It's just a touch more yellow and a slightly deeper than my skin tone currently, so I am going to take that down the neck a little bit, even though we'll fill that delightfully with bronzer later. I have a zit on my neck right here. What is that? What is that about? So maybe it's from constantly dragging my foundation down my neck. I actually really like this brush shape. It's kind of like flat on one end. It's like a flat slant, and it's really nice and dense. It feels like my MAC 170 brush, just with a little bit more of an edge to it. And it's really nice. You can really like stipple the product onto your skin. I'm just taking another little layer over this area right here where I've got a little patch of zitties, and it's just like, oh, the finish of this really is delightful. Like, you just look so juicy and dewy. My 2 favorite descriptive words when it comes to base products. I'm gonna use the concealing pen, which is actually really lovely as well. I wore this in combination when I was testing out the foundation. The primer the other day, it is beautiful. I will say that I really dislike concealers and products that come with this little sponge applicator. I find it really dirty. Like, just the knowledge of the product sitting and festering into this concealer pen for as long as you have it, I just find that gross. And I know that that's the same with any concealer, like even the NARS one. Really, you're putting this on your face and then you're shoving that tube back into the concealer. It's pretty gross, and I have to wonder, like, do I get zits from that? Is that what sometimes gives me little rashes? I don't know, but sometimes I just feel grossed out by that. But other than that, the concealer itself is beautiful, and I love that it's really easy and quick to blend out with my finger. I'm just taking that underneath my eyes. I have that in the shade 4, by the way. It really nicely brightened up the under eye there. It's slightly lighter, which is perfect. So I'm just patting that underneath. And I'm patting the majority of it out with my finger, and then I'll just go over top of it with the brush to kind of blend out any of the larger areas where the edges lie. I'm gonna give myself a little spritz with the Hyaluronic Energizing Mist. This one smells lovely. I'm gonna let that soak in. Lovely, beautiful Luxe packaging. Not many brands really beat Tom Ford in packaging. I'm gonna have to give them that. Let us contour with the Sweet Succulent. Cream contour here, the shade in Illuminate. This is my MAC 188 brush. This is my favorite brush to apply all contours with. Reason being because it is a dual fiber brush. Dual fiber brushes are technically made to use with cream and liquid products. It sheds all over me. It drives me freaking crazy. So warning for that. But yeah, anyway, what I love about these brushes is that I can use them with cream and powder, and because it's a flat top, you get a nice wide surface area, and because of that I often avoid having any kind of crazy unblended lines. It just blends the product out to look very natural and lovely, and I love these brushes. And the e.l.f. large stipple brush, which I use for bronzer, gives that same effect, and that's why I love using it for bronzer. So this is the MAC 188 brush, and I just blend that out. I love the shade of this. It's so easy to blend out. It's a lovely formula, and I've just really come to really enjoy using this and traveling with it and all of the above. I'm going to take a smaller brush and a little bit of that and just press that down my nose. And I'm going to take the excess and rub that on the bottom of the lip because I am traumatized of not blending it out underneath my lip. Oh my word, it's so embarrassing. I'll never live that down. It's like playing a game of hide and seek, trying to find all the brush bristles that have fallen off on my freaking face. I think for all intents and purposes, I'll just take my finger and dip into the highlight and use it today. The thing is, it's not a nice highlight. It's a lovely highlight, really. I think I just love the contour so much more and I use it so much more, so I'm going to use up the contour before I would ever use up this highlight. If I'm not using the products simultaneously all the time, then I wish they were separate products, but they are lovely together. So that's this is my number one. Love you. Now this product is new to me. Again, thank you, Tom Ford. This is the Skin Illuminating Power Duo in the shade 01 Moodlight. I've always wanted to try this. I've never bit the bullet and I actually purchased it. It is a highlighting duo. They have a lighter shade here and a deeper shade. I think I'll do like one little dip into the deeper shade and then mainly take it from the light and use that to layer on top of the cream highlight that we've just placed. It seems to be quite a natural highlight. I can't really differentiate between the cream highlight and the powder highlight we just put on. It didn't add like any more really of a punch, but I'm excited to have that and try it. Speaking of highlighters, I actually had this from their summer collection. This is the Radiant Perfecting Powder, this powder highlight, which I've actually used a lot. I've really dipped into this quite a bit. It's a little bit too deep for me currently with my skin tone right now, but I love this like Soleil packaging that they have. They have a few products that they've brought out with this packaging, and it is so beautiful. Also including these bronzers. The two bronzers I have in my collection. Again, like look at how disgusting they are. I've actually used these a lot. Mainly the 01 Gold Dust. This one is 02 Terra. I find it funny that this is number one and this is number two because this one's much deeper, but this one's a shimmer bronzer and this one's a matte bronzer, and I've used both of them quite a bit. I'm gonna, even though this is quite dark for me right now, I'm actually gonna take a little dusting of this to lightly bronze across the face. These have been very loved from me mainly because the shades in particular just work for me so well when I have like my summer kind of tan going on. And because they're a lot smaller in packaging, they've actually been so great to travel with. So I've actually ended up using these quite a bit in my time with having them. So products that I haven't actually tried from Tom Ford before, which I'm very excited to try now, are their blushes. I have the shade 01 Frantic Pink, and this one is 02 Love Lust. This one's like a very nice cool tone pink. This one's a little bit more of like a peachy kind of pinky nude. And this is this packaging is so beautiful. It's the smaller like shade and Illuminate packaging, and this is what I wish the cream contour came in. This would be perfect. Tom Ford, come on, throw us a bone here. I think with the makeup I'm doing today, I am going to use the shade Love Lust. This is kind of how I'm feeling. I'm going to dip in. I was reading reviews online and people were like very, very obsessed and loving to these blushes. The reviewers were very happy. Oh yeah, oh my god. There is a little bit of shimmer running through there, so it's going to give you such a lovely, what a beautiful color this is. Oh man. This is summer. This is summer right here, this blush. If you've tried any Tom Ford blushes, what are your favorite shades? Let me know. So that's everything for the base. I'm so happy with the base. Ugh. Now before we go on to the eyeshadow palettes, I did want to mention their, what is this called? Cream and Powder Eye Color 01 Naked Bronze. I've had this for years now. It's actually kind of dried up and gone a little bit wonky in the pot, but very much like the Dior Meteor, it doesn't affect the performance and ability of the product itself. This is a really gorgeous, oh, maybe I'll use it as a base. Is that too much? Nah, we can use it. This is the shade Naked Bronze. I vaguely remember comparing this to the Maybelline Color Tattoo because they were very similar. From my recollection, it's been many years since I've had the Color Tattoo. It was Bad to the Bronze, the Maybelline one, and this one's a lot warmer than Bad to the Bronze was, or I think in the UK it was called On and On Bronze. But yeah, that Maybelline one, and this one lasts very, very well. I really don't experience creasing with it, which is why it has remained in my collection through many a declutters. Sorry, I completely forgot about the lid, but on the lid is this very, very shimmery powder topper. To be honest, it's not my favorite. I definitely use this for the cream base, but there is this shadow topper. And it's just because when I'm using a shadow topper, I like it to be a little bit more intense. This one's very, it's like muted and much more kind of red carpety, I guess. And some of my other kind of sparkly top coats just pack a bit more of a punch. But I think this cream base is really, really beautiful. There are so many cream eyeshadow dupes for sure, but I will say that this one is very much not a creaser. So if you're looking for a cream shadow that will perform long term, this is a good one. Okay, moving on to the eyeshadow palettes. Now, me and Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes, Coco Mirage, number 3. I talked to the woman who was at the counter the other day, and she said they're discontinuing Coco Mirage, which is very devastating. And if any of you are looking for a palette that's in this color range, I would not hesitate to buy it. This has lasted in my collection for many, many a year. It really is so beautiful. I think the Tom Ford eyeshadows, the way they put them together are so perfect for someone who just wants an easy palette. Their colors are so pigmented, they're so easy to blend out. They're really, really beautiful, and I'm very, very drawn to Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes. The sponge applicators that come in here are brutal, and they should just cut it off and just have these. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're repackaging it. I have hope. And now if you've gotten this far, I wanted to toss in a sneaky little giveaway for you guys. I actually went and picked up Coco Mirage because she told the woman at the counter I was like buying these things, and she's like, yeah, Coco Mirage is being discontinued. I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna give away any palette to you guys, it's gonna be my favorite. So the Coco Mirage palette, as well as the shade and Illuminate palette in Intensity 1. This is the shade I have, but this was their universal shade that they had before. But I kind of took my chances on here for this, but I did purchase the 2 of my favorite products that I have from Tom Ford, and then there's a few of the Tom Ford lipsticks in here. So I'm not actually gonna write this in the description box, you guys, because I just wanted this to be for those of you who actually sit through all of my blabs in my videos. But if you wanted to enter to win this little Tom Ford beauty bundle, a little love from me to you, just let me know in the comments below what your favorite Tom Ford beauty product is. Or if there's one product in particular that you've been lusting over for a while, let me know, and then include either your email or your Instagram handle. Put that in the description box down below. And if you don't love anything from Tom Ford Beauty, let me know a fun fact. Whatever. There's a little giveaway. It's open to everyone. I will choose a winner. You will be contacted. I will not be announcing this one because it is a sneaky little secret giveaway, but there's a little secret love note from me to you. Let's dive into shadow. I'm not gonna do anything crazy as per usual. I'm gonna do like my daily things like I would. I'm gonna dip into Coco Mirage. Beautiful. And I'm gonna use this light brown. And I'm gonna dip into the deep brown too, actually. I'm just gonna do a little mixture of these two. And because we already put the creamy base on, I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line, connect this up, and I'll just take the deeper brown and put that right into the outside of the eye. And with a fluffy brush, just blending that out and making sure that I have no harsh lines. Okay, and then I'm gonna dip into African Violet and use this gorgeous, oh, this shimmering deep brown. It's so pretty, and I'm just gonna place that all over the lid. And just for a little something something, I'm just gonna dip into this peach, this beautiful peach shadow. And I'm just gonna run that kind of where the shimmery shade connects with the deep shade, just to put a little tiny hint of peachy interest there. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Warms it up a little bit. That's it for shadow, guys. Those are my favorite shadows. Oh, I am such a sucker for Tom Ford eyeshadows. They are beautiful, and it's one of my favorite formulas. So now moving on to lips, I don't really know what's going on with Tom Ford lip products. From what the people at the counters at multiple stores have told me, they are just completely redoing all of their lipsticks. And Tom Ford seems to be really popular with their lipsticks. I really wanted to get the shade Sable Smoke. That seems to be a favorite for a lot of people. It's a really gorgeous, perfectly beige nude. And I wasn't able to get my hands on it. They're like sold out of these lipsticks everywhere. And kind of only some very precarious colors remained. So I wasn't able to get my hands on the nude lipstick that I wanted. However, I did want to check out these. These are, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is the Gloss Luxe. I bought the 2 shades Love Lust to match my blush. How perfect. And then 05 Frenzy. You guys know how much I love my orangey shades. And I swatched these two and I was like, oh yes. Oh yes. And the packaging matches this. How stunning is that together? God, oh, they're so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna swatch these for you. I'm gonna swatch Love Lust, this gorgeous, gorgeous cool toned pink. It's kind of like the RMS Sublime, but like a more chilled out version. Like it's a much more subdued, cool pink, but still so beautiful. It's almost like, it's almost purple. It's gorgeous. And then this one here, Frenzy. It's like a true sheer orange. How beautiful. I kind of, now that I have them swatched, I actually want to see how that swatches next to the Tower 28 orange, because that's another one I just bought. Orange, orange everywhere. Okay, truly they're almost the same. The Tower 28 one's just a little bit more sheer, so the Tom Ford one's slightly more pigmented. But that's the Tower 28 Beauty. Fire, the Fire Gloss, and then this is the Tom Ford one. Those two swatch side by side and put a little bit of orange interest on the lips. You know how much I love my monochrome life. Oh yeah. I really like this applicator. It's very easy to like bend and use, and then it's got a perfectly pointed tip, so you can really like map out your lip line. Oh my god, just like imagine pulling this out of your purse. It's so bougie. Ah! One final spritz of the Energizing Mist. And then to finish off, my true love child. Oh, her and I have had such a run as of late. The Tom Ford Badass Black Mascara. I haven't looked back since I've had this in my life. The reason why I didn't say this was like my top 2 products, the top 2 were the eyeshadow palettes and the shade Illuminate, is because everyone's kind of looking for a different adventure with their mascara. You know, mascara is quite personal and people look for different things. I personally just want all of the volume. So that's not entirely universal, you know? I feel like eyeshadow and like contouring can be used by any and all, you know? I don't know where I was going with that, but I suppose I could just make it easy for everyone, including myself, and just say that this is also my top, and I have 3 top products from Tom Ford, and that's that. It just makes it look like I'm wearing fake eyelashes and there's nothing else to it. It's so good. Okay, I don't know what I did to myself with those face buns, but this is what we're working with. That is the finished makeup look, you guys. That is my sweet little full face roundup of Tom Ford Beauty. Those are some of my favorite Tom Ford products that I have and that remain in my collection and that I use all the time and that I love, and I just wanted to share with you, as well as some new products that I was very excited to put on my face. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite Tom Ford Beauty products, if any at all, and any product that I use on my face I will link in the description box down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It's making me feel very summery, and I'm very excited for warmer weather days ahead. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you tomorrow for a new one. Bye!